Some of you have heard of proof of work, right? If not, it's the process of using your computer to solve complex math problems to validate transactions on the blockchain and get rewarded in cryptocurrency. But what is proof of stake? And how are they related? What are the differences between these two methods? And what are the potential rewards, risks, and drawbacks of staking in cryptocurrency? Let's find out. Proof of stake is a way of proving and verifying transactions that are much more energy efficient and less risky than the traditional proof of work method. One miner is selected at a time to validate the blockchain. This miner must lock up some of their coins as collateral in order to be chosen. The miner is penalized for creating fraudulent transactions by losing their collateral and rewarded for doing honest transactions by earning new coins and receiving the transaction fees the sender paid. Staking has gained popularity in recent years because it provides different incentives to miners and can also reduce the energy consumption associated with proof of work. While proof of stake offers rewards to those who contribute to the security of their cryptocurrency, it also includes many risks that investors should understand before they decide to stake. Proof of stake cryptocurrencies are created by those who stake their existing holdings in the currency. In contrast, proof of work cryptocurrencies are designed through the process of mining with specialized hardware, which requires both electricity and can involve physical risk when handling large amounts of hardware or working with toxic elements like mercury or aluminum oxide. First, I'm going to show you the drawbacks of proof of work. As a result, we have proof of stake to help mitigate the challenges posed by proof of work. Think of it this way. A proof of work analogy would be that a race is happening with 8 runners racing to the finish line. Still, some racers start out with more resources to put them at an advantage. For example, they might have more muscular legs, weigh less, or train longer. While they eventually end up at the finish line, the person who crosses it first takes home the prize, typically a valuable Bitcoin. Still, other runners also had to continue running the track and lost out on a chance to win if they were slower than the lead runner. With proof of stake, the runners line up at the starting line, but then a single racer is selected based on a few factors, which we'll talk about shortly. This way, we do not waste energy or electricity, and no one can take any reward without giving a coin that employs a proof of work system. Like Bitcoin. As miners seek to solve a block, it's a race for the big companies to be the fastest, but many more individuals who can't access power to their home computer lose their own chance. So, how does proof of stake work? It's actually pretty simple. In a way, it's similar to a lottery draw. The more tickets you have for that draw, like your stakes in a coin or token with POS, the more likely you will win. So imagine having 2 people who are competing to solve the same problem. One person has 10 tickets, while another only has 2 because they can't afford as many. They don't have as much money invested into their token or coin. Cryptocurrencies strive to be truly decentralized and safe from malicious activities. However, mining has become consolidated to the point that large mining groups can control transactions. In the event that they successfully forge more than half of the coins, you will have to kiss your bitcoins goodbye. So this is a huge problem. In an attempt to solve this problem, proof-of-stake cryptos only selects one validator, which they call miners. If a validator or miner successfully solves the puzzle, he earns the reward. This is safer and fairer than not having enough validators double-checking their work. One key thing about proof-of-stake is that if the selected validator is wrong, they will need to try again with a different validator, causing a slowdown in block verification. In the crypto world, time is valuable. So to resolve this problem, we require that those participants look up some of their coins and their other validators can cross-check their work. Furthermore, if those validators were wrong, we punish them and stole their coins. The process of securing coins as collateral is called staking. In short, to participate in a proof-of-work coin, you must own some of that coin, so you can't use it. Then you wait, waiting for the network to select you. If you are chosen, you will receive a stake if you have a correct hash. And if you fail to do things correctly, you get penalized and forfeit a portion of the coins you started out with. Besides that, one of the ways to choose who is eligible to be the validator is important. Proof-of-stake cryptocurrencies typically favor those with the most coins to stake because they are more vulnerable to stake hacking. Sometimes, we also consider how long they have been staking their coins. Because they have them and they haven't lost them, I'm sure they're making lots of good calculations. We probably need to make lots of good calculations too though, like those we base on their age or those based on who has the most stake. If we don't covertly go on our expansive and opulent mine surveys again, it could cause us a bunch of bias in extensive and wealthy mining. So to address this, we'll add a bit of a random number generator. I won't talk about that in this video though. Nevertheless, it's still a factor in the validator selection process. Understanding these key points will hopefully convince you that validators have an incentive to make sure the blockchain is correct and that there's a selection process to reduce the use of electricity. So if this has helped, please consider giving it a like below. If you have any questions or comments about staking, feel free to put them below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Since you now have gained some understanding, let's go over the risks and rewards. A few risks are associated with cryptocurrencies, such as staking your own cryptocurrency. The first risk is the locking period or the amount of time your staked coins will be inaccessible to you. You can't put them in a bank account, nor can you take them to a pawn shop and cash them in. For instance, you need to keep them in a safety deposit box for a month. There is a risk here. The second risk is a lack of technical knowledge. Just downloading software and pushing a button isn't enough in most cases. One must know how to code, have set up a computer to verify the operation, and know how to receive rewards. In the event that something is amiss, it's the owner's responsibility to address the problem. Risk number 3 is validator commission. So it's optional if you don't want to go through the validation process. These coins need to be sent to a node in order to keep things honest. The person running the node usually gets a commission which cuts you into profit. Their unsecured deposits are at risk of being taken at any time. Risk 4, which is about rewards duration, is dictated by the type of network and might last for minutes, days, or even weeks, depending on what kind of network you're choosing. You should check how much time it takes for the network to process rewards. Lastly, we have risk number 5, which is bad behavior. Proof of stake is built on validators, and if they are proven wrong, you will lose some of your stakes. And there's a very small chance that you are in fact verified. But Twitter says you're wrong. Not many people bring up this point, but it's still worth considering. All of these are significant risks you need to be aware of. Although there are undoubtedly good sides to proof-of-stake systems, it is important to understand that it comes with their own series of challenges. This will give you a much better grasp of proof-of-stake systems. Now that you know all about the issues, you can make an informed decision based on what's suitable for your business needs. So finally, I want to go over the primary reason we stake. That's because there are staking rewards, and the amount you stake gets, the more significant the amount of staking crypto is. I'm mentioning this because there are many cryptocurrencies with staking capabilities, so let me show you 4 of the most popular ones. The first is Tezos, which pays around 6% of your stake per year. However, Coinbase doesn't take any fees, which brings your yearly return to 4.6%. Similar to the first one, the second Cardano pays out between 4% and 5%. You get around 8% to 10% every year in the Algo coin. Also, Ethereum, which is shifting to Ethereum 2.0, could be up to 15%, but likely will be more reliable at 4% to 7%. But we won't see this happen for at least another year. And finally, we have VeChain, which pays out between 6% to 8%. The way staking works is simple. Every time there's a new block, you get to participate in it, and your payout is divided by 2 for every year that goes by since you first staked. Proof of stake has some notable benefits over proof of work, but it has drawbacks too. For example, DIY GPU miners won't be able to participate if they don't buy a large quantity of the coins. I hope that this video helped you better understand proof of stake, and if you liked it, please subscribe to our channel. Also, if you want to be updated on the latest videos, just click the notification bell below. I'll see you in the next video.